It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Raiders and the Rams, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. On the return, Boston Scott. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the veteran in his 10th NFL campaign, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
Right away, here's Garoppolo to throw it. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action, Garoppolo. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Tyree Wilson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he is going to have a Rams first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Here's Garoppolo to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And bringing them out is the pocket passer from Purdue, rookie Aiden O'Connell.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Another carry now for Madison. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down throw, O'Connell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Sticking to the air with O'Connell here. Complete to Bryant. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Madison powering his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone, fighting his way through contact. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Gonna run with Madison again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And they'll send Kupp in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Oh, he shifts past him. Gets through, and now an opening. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw, O'Connell.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's O'Connell. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Scott to return it. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, 30 yards. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's O'Connell. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
These two teams all tied after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now O'Connell. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Madison running left. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing, O'Connell. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Throwing on third, O'Connell. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't
miss it?
change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They run it again with Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Here's Ethan Evans now. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. To throw here, O'Connell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 7. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Atwell, complete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Open man right side, Myers. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. It's Myers again with another catch. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And O'Connell now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Here's Madison running on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. O'Connell now off the bootleg. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Going with White here, toss left. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
On 1st and 10, Brown, throw left side, and oh, he coughed it up. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Brown. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Back to throw, Bennett. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So out come the Raiders. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Brown, off play action. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Escapes the sack. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. First down, here's White. Dances by him. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Brown. And escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This one from 48 yards away. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Bennett looking to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. but that brings up fourth.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now Brown, throwing to start the drive.
Throwing the slant, and he finds Mayer.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Second and a couple.
Operating from the gun, Brown.
Tucker hauls it in over the middle.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action. Brown.
That's caught by Tucker.
And he's brought down. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Brown.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off play action. Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Scott shifts by him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They go again with Scott. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Bennett here out of the shotgun. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Bennett.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So he stopped for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now. Off the play fake. Brown. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Scott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll run with Scott. He'll take this to the 46.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
To throw is Bennett. His throw incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Throwing here on 3rd, Bennett dancing to his left. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
Fourth down, here's Bennett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
2nd and 6. Back to throw. Brown. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Looking to throw here, Bennett. He finds his man Johnson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Bennett now to throw. That's caught. Davis Allen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll throw again with Bennett. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Bennett now. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Rams have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And Abdullah lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Scott. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. And Bennett will look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
He'll try again. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Here's Brown on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Brown now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. On 3rd down, Scott. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Colby Parkinson from 4 yards out. And the Rams had 6 to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Brown throwing on 1st down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That is caught, and he is going to have a Raiders 1st down. It's going to be a gain of 13 there as they convert by a good 3 yards on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. He'll get that out to the flat to White, and he'll get it down here to the 43. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A gain of 3, second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Scott with it again on second. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. They run the counter. It's Scott, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Brown. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On first down, it's Scott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So it's the Rams here that take home the W, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.